Good morning and welcome to Brunch with Brian, your wonderful home investing live stream. And it's a Monday. So what happens on a Monday? We smile, we're happy. I'm going to talk about time balancing today. You know how we talk about time blocking, and we have our special today form. Now, if you don't have this today form, just email us at support@thewolfcouple and we'll send you the today form. So the today form helps you with not just time blocking, but time balancing. I also have another amazing form I just created called Investor Acquisitionist Agenda. And whether you're working with an acquisitionist and you need to tell them what to do, or it's you and you need to know what to do minute by minute, I created Investor Acquisitionist Agenda form recently. So if you'd like to get that and you'd like to get the today form, you always know you can email us at support@thewolfcouple.com. Now, guys, I'm going to talk today about time, which is a little bit different than time blocking. And I always love to talk about roles, and we all play different roles in our life. And you know what? Time balancing is giving time for all those roles that you love. And like, I love being loving dad or fun dad. I love being a dad. And but if I'm at work all the time, that role doesn't get its fair balance of time. Okay, so I'm going to come back to that in a minute, but somebody reminded me and said how valuable it was for them to start each day with a smile and that great deep breathing that we like to do here. And we haven't been doing. I remember in the beginning we used to stretch and everything, but let's at least do our deep breathing and smiling, because that starts your day off right. And I'm really serious about this. I'm such a huge believer in smiles that I printed a whole bunch of these and put them all around the house. And it really does make you elevate your mood and actually kick chemicals into your brain that actually are very helpful. So isn't that awesome? Yes. So let's breathing 3 deep breaths and ready. In through your nose. Hold it for a second and let it all out. And when you let it out, I like it when you roll your shoulders a little bit. You can roll your neck around a little bit. Okay, another deep breath in. Hold it a sec and keep it smiling. You're always smiling when you're deep breathing. And let it out. All right, awesome. Okay, one more. Big smile. Okay, deep breath in. Hold it a second and let it all out. Let all tension, negativity, anything out. All right, that's a great way to start. So when I talk about time balancing, what areas do you have to allot time for? Well, you primary job, and so that's going to require a certain amount of time, and that might be 40 hours. Might not be that much. Might be 30 hours or 40 hours, 50 hours. Sometimes people's work schedules are challenging to get another business going. And that's what you're doing with your real estate investing. You're keeping 2 balls in the air there. So fortunately, your time management balancing act, when related to real estate investing, you don't have to put a ton there. Well, I mean, it's reasonable. You need to put maybe 7 to 10 hours a week into that. So that's that's a good investment, and that's a pretty good commitment of your life if you're doing 7 to 10 hours a week on that. But if you go by your today form and you look at all the areas that you spend time on, you got to try to find that time somewhere, and you got to balance it. Because now what we don't want to have you do is trade one rat race for another. I don't want you to become some crazy real estate investor where you just live, eat, and breathe, because that doesn't give your life balance. And by balancing time, then you have balance in your life. Another important area, obviously, I talk about being a dad, so family is a really important one. And then you're going to spend some time on other things. So you got your main job. That's, I don't know, write down how much time you spend on that or how much time you have to spend on that. Then real estate investing, and I want you to be realistic about this. Are you really, how much time are you really spending? And that's why I want you to start keeping track on, it doesn't have to be our today form, but some sort of time management forms, some kind of a day timer where you know where your time is going during the day. Now, especially if you're a full-time investor, which it doesn't take full time, but if you're a full-time investor, what are you really doing with that time? Because we want you to devote it to the best possible use. And that's why we created, it's in our what to do manual. And I gotta say, guys, we just did a massive update. I want to send off trumpets and bugles and everything here, because we just did a massive update of our entire what to say and what to do system. And so all you guys who have access, who have your ourwolfpack.com passcode, you can go on there anytime. But I want you to go on, if you haven't been checking out your what to do manual every day, today's the day. I mean, it's all new over the weekend. So go in there and look over your Quick Start Daily Plan. Remember, that's the plan that asks for usually about an hour and a half a day. And that's the 7 to 10 hours a week to get your real estate business really kicked in. So now if you haven't done that, or if you're not in the middle of doing it right now, get back to that. Unless your business is chugging it along at 100 miles an hour, maybe you don't have to go back to that. I'd still like you to go back to that, because maybe you missed some little tips and areas that you could be more productive. So everybody, I want you, my assignment for today is to go back in the what to do manual on the website. Now, not your normal what to do manual, not your hard copy, but go on the ourwolfpack.com, use your passcode and reread. It's 58 pages and there's so much content, and the 8 step-by-step checklist for all the 7 deals is so crucial. So I want you to look at that. That's so vital. And the Quick Start Daily Plan to really get you revved up. So that's so important. If you don't have our what to say and what to do, obviously you can talk to us about that as well. But that's really, it gives you the balance. It gives you a way to completely focus your time so that you're not spending 3 hours where you could have done it in 1 hour. And that way you have more time to do other things like being a parent, mom or dad, or other things that are really important for your life to be happy. Because that's the other thing too, guys. Sometimes, and I get into this mode for sure. I get into when I have a big project, I just get all about work, and work is looming over me, and I'll even stop going hiking, and I'll stop going out and doing other things I need to do for my mental health. So another thing I want you to balance in there is your health, is your physical health. So you need to allot some kind of time to get exercise, and it doesn't have to be an hour a day or anything, but it probably should be, 3 or 4 hours a week. Stretching, obviously I'm a huge believer in stretching, and some kind of exercise. And also, there's been a lot of studies done that longevity is greatly increased, meaning you live longer if you lift weights some. You don't have to become, Arnold Schwarzenegger, but if you do a little weightlifting, that can be very productive for your body. It gives your body messages like you're younger than you thought you were. So that's always a great thing. So guys, balance your time between these different areas. There's other areas too, and you're going to identify those. Some people, spirituality is a huge area, and they are better make that time, that however much time you're going to make for each of your different important areas. Now, obviously, if your kids are grown up, or if you don't have kids, you don't have to worry about the mom and dad time. You don't have to allot time for that. But you choose what's important to you, write it all out, and become more aware of your time, of where it's going, and not just time blocking, but let's look at time balancing now. And remember, 7 to 10 hours a week with your real estate investing should really get you going and keep you on a good track. If you use that time well by following all of our to-do lists in our what to do manual. And also, of course, our step-by-step checklists for each deal. So guys, wonderful brunch with Brian today. It's always great to see you. Monday's a fresh start day. If you guys are going to be, or if you're with Global Publishing, you can go on. If you've been to the Quick Start Real Estate School, we're going to be doing the alumni call tonight. And so definitely don't miss that. Lynette and I have been doing that for over a decade and helping out you guys with all your questions, and we love to do that. So we'll be on that this evening. I believe that's 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And of course, we've got the Quick Start School, again, also related to Global. We have a Quick Start Real Estate School this week, and we'll be doing some live calls tomorrow night, and we'll be talking to you Wednesday morning and at a few other times from that event as well. So hopefully you'll be joining us on that. And of course, your Brunch with Brian's here, and all of our other great ways that you can get great training. So until next time, which will be tomorrow morning at the same time, until next time, guys, keep expecting success and getting awesome training, and of course, taking lots of action and balancing your time.